you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure that bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. Definitely want to stay locked in, especially when the markets are pulling back like this. Bitcoin at the bottom, fam. This is Bitcoin. Either are you on top or you on bottom? Bitcoin said I'm on bottom today, and that's what we got with Bitcoin. So I thought we'd play around with the title a little bit. We got to pull back. Nothing that if you've been locked in with me on the channel, you should be really too surprised about what's actually going on, because we've already been prepared for this. So we're going to cover some of these things. We're going to also talk about some giveaways from BYDFi, some ways that you guys can get locked in with that. Of course, we're going to talk about your guys' favorite plays, what you guys are buying. So let me know. Get your communities in here. If they're in the Telegram and they're looking all mopey and they look like, oh, I don't know what's going on, the markets are pulling back, everybody's telling me that's it, that's the top. Notice this happens every time. Then again, they shake everybody out. All the new professionals get shooken out, and then the market rallies all over again. So just notice that this thing is very secular, how we continue to see this happening. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Safir? What's up, broski? How you doing today? Um, but here we go, man. We got the overall crypto market shaking everybody. Everybody's shaking, Saphir. Everybody's spooked up, bro. Everybody's like, I've already seen the post. I checked the temperature on X, and the temperature was negative. The temperature was negative, but it was crazy. If you guys pull up with me on this channel, we can talk about the highs, we can talk about the lows, we can talk about the consolidation. Heck, we even have Blunt House TA on Wednesdays. If you guys want to get locked in, where you guys can make some money on some of these shorts, not only going long, tap in on Wednesdays where we really do a deep dive and get that knowledge, that wisdom from Blunt House to make sure that you guys can still pull up with a happy face. I can tell who's been getting wrecked because they pull up with a whole different attitude, right? But lock into your favorite project. If it's XPX, of course, lock in. If it's Feg Token, lock in. If it's your Kendu, right? We got the Kendu merch. Man, been nice and comfy in the hoodie, man. This has been the DGen look lately. Been feeling really comfortable, locked in with the hoodie, the shades, and the glasses, man, and the hat. I said shades and glasses, but and the hat. That's what I meant to say. So overall market, man, we're gonna jump right into it. I see the stream filling up right away, so I'm sure a lot of people are like, Rico, please tell us what's gonna go on. Please tell us, because the markets are falling apart. What's going on, man? We got a pullback. We got a correction. Overall crypto market cap pulling back to 3.62 trillion, and really scaring everybody. Bitcoin now down 4.7% of the week. You got the talks of the tariffs scaring everybody. You got the World War III stuff looming over your head. You got a natural correction as far as technical stuff, and you put that all together and you have a little bit of a slip and slide effect with what's going on with these prices. Here we go with that. I'm sure we're going to be able to see with XRP some of that first mouse getting the squeeze, second mouse getting the cheese, where we get to show you guys. That's why it's important that you guys keep the bell notification lit. We're going to have some fun. We're going to look at meme coins, but this stuff right here really matters, because this is some of the stuff that you guys buy to buy your favorite projects, right? Whether you're buying XRP for the XRP ledger plays, or you're just holding XRP, or you're buying Solana and it actually went lower than we thought it was going to go. We're looking at that 177 mark for the first stop, if it can turn around, but it's a lot lower. And that's why it's important, because while everybody was still screaming and being very excited, I was like, hey, it's looking like it's starting to kind of peel to the right? It's going to go up, down, or sideways. And it was starting to go sideways and look like it was already ready to do a nice little correction. So let's start off right here with Bitcoin. Let's clean this chart up. I know it looks wild. We've been shorting the market. We've been playing with the market, but we're going to clean this up. We're at the daily chart. Let's start this off like this. Let's clean this up for a second. So anybody who's new pulling up to the channel, they're like, whoa, hold on a second. We're not going to be talking about all that right now, right? It's like, well, we'll work it in little by little. Little by little, right? That's what we're going to do right now. This is what we got going on the daily chart. This is the first real correction after that 123 all-time high. And although I know it sucks in the market and we feel like, man, what the heck's going on? Is it the tariffs? No, it's the first correction. It's the first whatever. The market's already learned that it can sustain any kind of tariff talk or any kind of World War III talk. Now, we could see that if you look, our all-time high, does it not have permission to correct one time? And exactly what we talked about, right? We've been mentioning this prior resistance becoming future support. Why the heck do we got this arrow right here? Is it just for fun and games, or is it because I said, hey, everybody, look, it's really far up. We see this gap. And we see a lot of times where prior resistance become future support. And if you look, it's exactly where that 50 moving average is at. So pretty cool to see this all playing out because it's stuff that we talk about on the regular basis, okay? I'm jumping out the window. Oh wait, I'm at the first floor. I own XPX. Let's go. I like that. Some people they want to panic, but if you own XPX, you got something solid, man. That's just what it is, and we get to have fun when a lot of people are panicking. But look, this is that first pullback. You know, we just had that all-time high. We're filling the gap. Exactly what we talked about with these little red arrows that we put a while back. We put these arrows right here. Say, hey, this is prior resistance, prior resistance, prior resistance, and these were the new supports. But this was that previous way low that if we broke, we would come down lower and add this with this. That's why it's already here, not because we got a crystal ball or because I called 1-800 Miss Cleo and we got what was going on, right? No, it's because we're doing this on a daily basis. We're keeping our fingers on the pulse of cryptocurrency, and that's how you guys can weather the pullbacks and not have to get wrecked by everybody telling you that it's all over, right? Because this is a natural correction. Now, how low can BTC go, right? If we lost this level right here, if we lost the 50 moving average, this is where you start to look at the other levels, right? You start to look at this 200 moving average right here, this red line creeping on up right here. Where does this red line creep up to? Coincidentally enough, it lands right here in this upper valley range. Where is that upper valley range at? 103,000. So if Bitcoin fails to hold on to this 110, this 50 moving average, print a green candle, we could see some lower prices. Does that mean the market's over? No. Doesn't mean it's over. Just means that there's a correction going on. That's all it means. Means that you can get it a little bit cheaper, right? Because it's definitely not over. So here we go with the 4-hour chart, giving you guys that clear view of exactly what we talked about. We talked about this, fam. All having a good time. We're like, hey, right? We got this prior resistance, right? These arrows right here. And a lot of times they like to become future support. Isn't this pretty wild that we have this magical green arrow here, not just for fun, and giggles. it's for a reason. We got it right here because the market likes to do this, and this is the same pattern that we do, and then we go ahead and rally right back up again. This is what's happening over here, right? Right. If we look over here, you'll have a lot of the same stuff happening. This was the last time prior resistance. You get that support level over here, and then it starts to rally back up. So this is where Bitcoin could be trying to find a floor. This is the one that we got marked up right here, 110. You know, we are trading within this gap, so Bitcoin could be hitting 110 and then turning right back around. But if it doesn't hold the 110, then we could be seeing some lower prices on BTC. So more, getting in on the cheaper price. Honestly, some better accumulation because this market's not going anywhere. So those are the prices for BTC. I really would like it to hold 110. If not, we could see that 104, and then that'll be probably the shakeout of the shakeouts, and then it'll keep going up from there. Let's go on to XRP actually, because we got some to cover over here as far as XRP. We know that the XRP community has been pulling up massively lately. I mean, they don't stop pulling up, honestly. All the shorts are just going crazy for XRP. And we're going to clean this up again and start right from the top and work our way down. Let's take some of these indicators off, kind of clean up the chart, and then we add these on as we go, right? So the daily chart was already showing us that sell signal, but it was the 4-hour chart that was giving us that first mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse gets the cheese. And I wish I would have left the yellow lines on there because this is where that instant is at, where if you guys are tuning in to me, that first one, right? And I said, I know although it tapped right here one time, this is really that second mouse getting the squeeze, where this line comes like this, and then eventually curls up, right? Once it gets trading above it. So this is a perfect example when I was telling a lot of the people from XRP, I know a lot of you guys are tuning in, a lot of new subscribers from the XRP community, that you could be seeing some new entries, some better entries to accumulate more XRP, and we even covered this with Blunt as well, as far as some better prices to get in on XRP. Not flooding XRP bags, not saying that XRP is not going to pump up, saying, hey, maybe you want to get the bag of XRP some more down here on this lower valley range at 270 after it had that nice rally. And this is that first mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse gets the cheese. That's going to happen time and time again when we break underneath this 50 moving average. Yes, the first attempt fails. This is the second attempt failing, but it's really, you'll get to see where it's like really this is that swing right there. This is the second one, and it'll come right back up. Same thing happens when you kind of get to the other side of this. Now let's go ahead and add the 200 moving average just to see what we got going on. Here it goes, failing that 200 moving average. So almost letting you know that you're most likely going to see some tapping on here again. Now, if the same thing happens again, where we do the same little game of, the first mouse and the second mouse with the 200 moving average, because the 200 moving average will curl down like this, right? And we see them all rolling over, curling down like that, you can see where this will do the same thing. First mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse will get the cheese, and you'll see XRP trading into this gap right here on the 4 hour chart, trading into this gap to then turn it around to go a lot higher, right? So, and this will happen once it starts to bump into that 200 moving average again. So we could be seeing a little bit of a dip in the overall market, some better entries. So this is the perfect time that, when people say go touch grass, if you want to touch grass for a little bit as it finds a support, do that, right? Or you're like, hey, I'm actually going to lock in, because a lot of times when everybody's touching grass, that's when smart money's buying up the buying up the lows, right? And then everybody comes back from touching grass because the prices stressed everybody out, and everybody comes back from touching grass once the prices are pumping up again. But now you're right back at the tops, you're right back at the top. So it's kind of in this quiet moment where things are kind of shaking the market up, and all that uncertainty is at that you actually start to find the really good positions, right? And we'll wait for these candles to actually print those signals, right? On this daily chart on XRP, I mean that's a sell signal, and it's valid the whole time. And this point of control right here is at 243. So I would like to see this at least get unvalidated on the daily chart. Same thing with BTC, to say, hey, it's going to start to turn around. Otherwise, downtrends happen. Just like there's uptrends, there's also downtrends, right? And the trend is your friend. When you start to get all acquainted and snuggle up, you got to snuggle up to the trend. I want you guys to do some snuggling up, okay? If you don't got nothing to snuggle up with right now, go ahead and snuggle up with the trend, because it is your friend, right? So snuggle up with the trend, and you'll see that you won't fight it as much. You're not going to swim against the current, and you're not going to be like all too emotionally attached. You'll start to be really become indifferent to price, because you're like, hey, either this is an opportunity for me to short it, or I'm just going to wait for a really nice, sexy entry when it bottoms out, right? And Bitcoin right now is trying to find that bottom, and so is everything else in the market, okay? So XRP right now, let's see if it can hold on to this, 270. If not, on this daily chart, this is what I would look at right here, this point of control coming close to this, down to this area, peaking underneath the 50 moving average, point of control down to 241, just underneath 250, wicking underneath there. That could be that area, or it could go lower to the lower value range, which, funny enough, we have support areas there, because price always seems to come back to these areas. Look at this. We have exactly where this $2 range is at, is where that lower value range is at. That was marked up a long time ago. So you'll see how these things will find each other once again, and hold hands and skip to my loo all the way right back up, right? So keep your eyes on these more zoomed out time frames right now. So like that, you can identify when that overall higher time frame uptrend has started. You'll feel a lot better in the market. All right, let's go to Solana next. The Sol Degens are crying. I don't want them crying. I've been getting DMs. What's going on with Solana? Where I said we were going to make videos of Solana going to 200. It didn't last that long. The overall market pulled back, but that's not to say that Solana's still not going to do its thing, right? This is where you start to look at this point of control right here. 148. We talked about these prices. This one already told you to get out a while ago. We got the Blumhouse indicator with the sell signal. We saw this gap right here. We said, hey, there was days in advance, you could have got into a short and just said, okay, I know for at least it'll probably come down to that point of control, down to that 147. So that's what we're going to keep an eye on for Solana, 147. I did hear somebody in Spaces saying, hey, we'll probably go down to 100 again. I didn't really think it was going to, but if this market continues to be a little bit like this, Solana's a little bit volatile. It could actually, lose some of this point of control action right here and come to this lower value range. So we'll keep an eye on that. Right now, daily candle is saying sell. It's a sell signal, downtrend. 4 hour chart, just broke underneath the 200 moving average, underneath the 50. We got sell signal. This right here, we got 150 is this mark on this shelf down here, and we're trading inside of this gap. So it won't be too hard for this thing to touch some of these levels, some of these shelves, and either hold on to them or even fall through those as well. So 156 on Solana right now, up this lower value range is 168 again, we'll see. BTC definitely would have to ignite some bullish momentum, but right now it's just keeps pulling back, pulling back. People thought 113 was the floor, but we've been talking about 110. We know the round numbers are so significant. It happens 5, 10, 15, 20. It happens time and time again. So when you lose 115, it's easy for me to be like, we're probably going to see 110, right? People will want to hold on to 113. They'll want it to hold on to, and sometimes it does, honestly. Sometimes it won't even go exactly to the round number, but it's easy for me to be like, I'm not shocked that, after coming down from 115 into this next stage, is that we'll see, 113, 112, 110. If we lost 110, I would not be shocked if we saw 105, right? Because those round numbers play a huge factor as far as how people feel about the market psychologically. It's crazy. We got so much power. There's so much strength in numbers, fam. I promise you guys. Because nothing's really happened why BTC should stop be going down, right? It's like it's still the same asset that it was last week, if not better, because it's becoming more and more scarce every single day. So it's actually becoming more valuable every single day in theory, but price does pull back, and that's how the markets work because hey, the consensus, the collective all said, hey, we're spooked and it's time to sell, and you get the right amount of selling pressure, the right amount of news, and everything working together, and people will forget that this is the future of finance. No matter if it's at 115 or 110 or 120, this is going to $1 million or it's going to zero. That's just what's going to happen. This is going into $1 million or it's going to zero. BTC. You guys let me know. Is it going to $1 million? Is it going to zero? Is this the end of the world? And I've even said like BTC can consolidate for the rest of its time right now. It'll just be super boring. And the rest of the markets, it doesn't even matter. Like the cheapest Bitcoin on this side, on the right side of the chart, even if Bitcoin just kept consolidating and did nothing explosive, the cheapest Bitcoin is 170. That's the cheapest Bitcoin. No matter, you want to talk about things being programmed, that is a perfect example of it doesn't even matter what they hoot or holler about. Unless an EMP went off and there's no more internet and the electricity is gone, this is here to stay and it will always go up from here on out. So this is your chance to get into the future version of the S&P 500 in a sense, because if you would have bought any of that and just held it, you would have been good, right? Instead of a savings account, you would have put it into the market, S&P, and just held it, for a long period of time. You're winning no matter what. And that's the thing. Time in the market beats timing the market. We get caught up in the moment, timing the market, and I do too. I trade futures almost every single day. Almost every single day I'm on a futures trade, right? And I know, so you're timing the market and stuff, but the overall bag and the overall goal, I already know what's up. That's why I'm never leaving the market. I'm here to stay because I know Bitcoin comes up here. I know XPX keeps going up. The whole market is programmed because this is the future. And I've seen it with the internet. I've seen it with how everybody has a computer in their hand. I've seen it with how there's more than one laptop in the house. There's more than one tablet in the house. There's going to be more than one crypto wallet. Maybe you're the only person in the house right now with a crypto wallet, with a MetaMask, with a Phantom wallet. Guarantee that's going to change. Not only will multiple people in the house have crypto wallets, but your neighbor's going to have a crypto wallet, and your neighbor's neighbor, and the neighbor's neighbor's neighbor. And that's just what's going to happen. So in the short term, yes, like I've said, and I always tell you guys, volatility is definitely there. But long term, we're looking very bullish. Okay, so we got some short term volatility. Let's go BNB next. I told you guys about this one and how it likes to move, right? I've been watching BNB since it was 30 something dollars. So I already know BNB. I'm very familiar with BNB, which BNB is right now, I think, the highest volume right now. It's been like knocking it out the park, even higher than Solana right now. So here we go. Coming down to this, I said, hey, don't be shocked that we saw it come down because BNB is wild. After a nice all-time high, you got your sell signals. You got, a little bit of a gap. You got the upper valley range. This is a premium. So, hey, seeing it come down to a nice little shakeout at 691 or that round number of $700, wouldn't be too surprised if that happened and then turn around from there. All kind of playing off of how the overall market feels with what's going on with BTC. So depending on how everybody's feelings are with BTC and how the market's going is going to determine how this this pullback continues on most of these plays. So I would keep a target on BNB coming down to like $700. You could load up on some more BNB there. You could see if the market scares everybody enough, is this going to be a real good shakeout? And it comes down to the point of control, $600. I'm not sure. I don't really think so, because this thing's dynamic, right? If this thing starts to turn around and BNB starts to go towards $1,000, this point of control is no longer going to be at $600. It will change up. All right. So I'm not too sure if I can see it coming down to 600, but if it lost to 50 and if it lost to 200 on the daily chart and we got that gap, we could see it come lower, right? It's all on BTC right now. You know how it's going to make the overall market feel, right? The feelings. So let's get the feelings feeling good, fam. Let's go to ETH, and then we'll go to XPX. We'll have some fun with everybody. All the projects, get the Can Do Chads up in here as well. You guys are rocking the merch. It's a great day in crypto. Don't let everybody discourage you. Bitcoin is just taking bottom right now. So here we go. A little pullback on ETH as well. Sell signal. We talked about how although it didn't have a sell signal, that most likely it was going to get one because the rest of the market does, and ETH likes to lag behind. And here you guys go. You got your sell signals, you got your parabolic SAR letting you know, and you also have the blunt house indicator letting you know that, hey, it's selling time. And you have this right here. So it's trying to hold on to the shelf right here, which it most likely won't. And it's probably going to do its first correction after a nice, pump. And you can see this volume gap right here on the right side. Where does this leave us? On this upper value range of $2,900 on ETH, which is not going to be too hard to think of, because you can see how we were fighting to get in that direction for a long time. Then we finally had that rally. We have this become a support now, and see if it can turn right back around. So seeing a little bit of a pullback on ETH. It could definitely come down to the point of control, 2,500. But let's look at these prices first and see how the overall market continues to react as far as it's moving forward, right around that $2,900 mark for ETH. I mean, it's a pullback. It's pullback time. That's all right. XPX is holding strong, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. This is I'm glad you brought us up. This is XPX holding up really strong. Let's refresh this actually. Refresh this. But yeah, absolutely holding extremely strong. This is our daily chart. We're going to correct naturally with the rest of the market. I mean, this is our first little correction after a nice little rally. So this looks like the support right there. This is where that support is made. Even on DeFi, you can find it. Look at this. I mean, it's right here. I'm always zoomed out. I'm not looking at no 1 minute chart. Even when I'm trading futures, I'm doing it on a 15-minute chart for the most part. The 1 minute chart is sensory overload. It's unnecessary. Unless you're trading like big amounts and gap and go trading like crazy big amounts, don't do that to yourself. Don't even do it to yourself. But right here, I mean, you can see that this is that area that we talked about for a long time to get above. This is, look at that support right here. When we were trying to hold the support right here, right here, right here, and then we broke underneath that, we finally got above that. So we're making support on an area where we lost that support. It became a bit of a resistance for us, and it's becoming a support again when the rest of the market's pulling back. We move very organically with the market. We do have a crazy amount of BNB. And when our BNB value, this was almost 50K, right? When you have 57, almost 58 BNB, this was almost 50K. It's now down to 42K. So that affects our chart and the way that it looks, because, it pulls back how much we're paired. But there's the benefits to that, because we know BNB is going to go over to $1,000. BNB is never going to leave the market. That means that XPX is never going to leave the market, because on every buy and sell transaction, it's always being backed by BNB. No matter what, the baseline price is going up nonstop. So, we feel the pullbacks with BNB, but we're also going to feel the pumps when BNB goes back up. And you guys can go check this out on BSC Scan. You guys can ask me any questions on this. This is the baseline value. I can't do nothing with it, and not even in the controls that I have of the contract. I can't even do nothing. That baseline price right here goes up no matter what forever, right? And that's what I want you guys to understand, that right now BNB obviously pulling back from $830 something. You're going to see the chart pull back kind of organically, kind of normally. So don't be discouraged. This is actually probably a good time to get in, because 17% of the supply is burned. Whether XPX is trading up, XPX is trading down, XPX is trading to the right, asset backing is happening, the supply is being burned, and staking rewards are being passed out. Supply crunch and price discovery will happen on XPX. We're now 17% burned of the supply. A lot of people forget what happened with with Shiba Inu and why it pumped up so hard. And that became a huge trend in the space the last bull run. One of the reasons Shiba Inu pumped up so hard was because they sent Vitalik 50% of the supply and he burned it. Okay, people forget about that. He burned 50% of the supply, and obviously that publicity helped quite a bit as well. But when you burn the supply like that, eventually there's going to be a supply crunch, and it's just going to start to pump up very, very easy. You couple that with BNB starting to move in the right direction. You put that at the same time with the supply crunch and then price discovery, and when all those roads come together and meet, that's when XPX is really going to become explosive. And that's just on the contract side. That's not even breaking down like all the utilities that we have been building out and have built out and will continue to build out for retail as retail starts to come into the space. So very bullish daily chart if you guys ask me, because this is that area that we've been wanting to get above. We're above it. We're looking really good. The rest of the market pulled back. So we're pulling back with the market. We're with BNB, right? Asset backing right here. Look at this. This is what I want you guys to look at. The price of XPX right here. And then not only the price of XPX right there, but this underneath it, this wrapped BNB right here. This keeps going up nonstop. That is the asset backing part. And you will see that this will continue to go up no matter what. And this is going to be a huge factor of why XPX will have that explosive moment when you see price discovery happen, when you see that supply demand happen because of the total supply being burned. It's just going to keep burning, keep burning, keep burning. And you guys will see that price discovery is going to happen. So crazy discount prices right now, fire sale on XPX. Healthy looking chart. If you're looking for a good looking chart, this is the daily chart. Really easy gains on the table, fam. All you got to do is go buy some XPX, stake the XPX, earn passive income, and let the team do the rest of the work. Let the community do the rest of the work. And what are we doing exactly? What kind of work are we doing, man? We're providing off-ramp solutions for everybody. For everybody, not just the XPX community, but anybody out there right now can come to xpxpay.com, head over to Crypto Bill Pay, and start to order their card. Come to one of these amazing widgets that look like it's just easy to put together, but it's not actually. Click on physical card, click on this, start to fill this out right from the website, fill everything out, and order your gold card. Whether you hold XPX or not, get this. Now, it would be ideal for you to hold XPX because all the revenue that's being generated from this pay portal is going to be going into like buybacks, burns, to show off the burn mechanism on Smart DeFi, because we also can do aggressive burning right here with this tool right here. Come over to Smart Loans or Smart Tools and hit burning. So we can choose to just, after we do a buyback, we can just choose to burn it right here using Smart DeFi technology, which is super bullish. But you guys are going to be contributing to all that, to the marketing, to the development of how we continue to push this pay portal forward and this project forward, and making sure that it's a multi-cycle project. So why not have the card, but also have a bag of XPX staked? Because we've already done over 6 figures in paid orders. There's multiple projects using our infrastructure to pay for all their servers, to pay for their infrastructure. There's multiple real life companies using XPX Pay to accept cryptocurrency. There's already a project using the payroll feature of XPX Pay, which I've not been in any space and heard anybody talk about payroll whatsoever, not one. And I've been to 1,000 spaces, if not more than that, where it not only allows them to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment, but allows them to pay their employees in crypto so that they can claim that cryptocurrency and choose, hey, I want to off ramp it on a gold card. Hey, I want a plastic card because I like the tap to pay feature. Hey, I want a virtual card. Hey, I'm in the mood to give right now. I just worked my butt off, but I got paid in crypto. But I'm gonna off ramp it. I'm gonna get my lady a gift. Maybe we're gonna go take a cruise. Maybe I'm gonna go take my husband out. Whatever you might have, husband, wife, whatever, anything in between. You guys can buy them a gift, take them on a cruise, whatever it might be. Buy them something off of Amazon. Buy me some more weight that I keep putting on from Uber Eats, right off of the gift cards that you guys can use right here. So extremely bullish on what we're building. If you guys need your Steam games, this really doesn't have that much red tape as far as countries compared to the gold cards and the plastic cards, because obviously we can't do business with embargo countries, but those gift cards give a lot of countries a lot of flexibility. I think you guys should really do your due diligence on the level of flexibility some of these gift cards give you, especially if you guys go to sites that let you off ramp the gift card, right? And don't give you the money for that, right? I'm giving you guys some crazy stuff right now. Hopefully you're picking up what I'm putting down, but there's tools right here that are very, very powerful. They are very powerful. And this is why XPX is so undervalued right now. You guys can also come over here and do some crypto bill payments in 10 countries: USA, Mexico, India, Malaysia, Pakistan, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Philippines, Honduras, Egypt. Don't play around. Go ahead, pay somebody's bill. Do a good deed right now with crypto bill payments. Right here, xpxpay.com. This is happening. If you're a business, if you're an individual, if this is something that's interesting to you, that you know that if you're going to plan to be financially free in the space, but you want to be free to spend your finances, then XPX definitely marks the spot. Let's go over to our X account, keep the show going, keep the flow moving. Give us a follow over here at XPX Token. We got some big posts coming out as well. I'm not sure if they're posted. Let me check over here because I want you guys to understand, like, the marketing machine is turned on right now. This is just a dip in the market. This is not nothing to, you don't want to be too, oh yeah, yeah, it happened. Oh yeah. Let me do this right now. This is what I'm talking about right now. And it's just posted. XPX community, if you're listening right now, I want you guys to absolutely obliterate this. Like I said, the machine stays on, fam, okay? Like I said, we got 135 people live. I need you guys to smash the like button big time right now. I need you guys to share this big time right now because, like I said, this is just a normal dip. You guys know that the timing is everything. But check this out. We're going to refresh this page right now because we just got another massive post. And when I said that the machine is turned on right now, no matter what, I mean that, fam. Okay, here goes another post right here by BSE Gems. This is fresh. 19 likes, 2 retweets. I need you guys to come over here and obliterate this. This is from BSE Gems. It's right over here, right on the top. Do not miss out on this, okay? This was 46 minutes ago. 46 minutes ago, I'm telling you guys, there's more marketing coming. There's 30 days marketing on Biconomy for XPX. 30 days marketing on BSE Gems Alert. There's going to be another one that I'm about to activate. I'm about to book some spaces for us for the next 30 days. We have the Rare Evo event. It's all gas, no brakes. Like, right now, I know there's like that overall, I don't know, what, get your BNB. I'm letting you know right now. Don't worry about the price of BNB. Don't worry about this. No. And just go ahead and back the truck up because there's a reason why we're shifting gears really hard right now and starting to do this pull away effect, okay? To couple that, we have, projects listing like Kendu on the merch on Just Shop Crypto, which is right now on the surface looking like just a merch store, but it's going to be a lot more in the future. But this is like, if you're a project out there, this is that cross pollination that I'm telling you guys about, that if you're associated with us, you get that action as well because we really turned on the marketing machine right now for this XPX community, for this amazing project. We have over 6 figures in paid orders. We got gift cards, we got physical cards, we got plastic cards, which is a physical card, but a gold card or a plastic card. We have nonstop utility and much, much more to come. Being a project that allows you to even take a loan out against the tokens and you can off ramp it onto any of these features is crazy undervalued. So come over here to BSE Gem Alerts. They have 513,000 followers. And like I said, a lot of things are paid for us. You guys, a lot of people say when marketing, all this stuff. Well, right now, it's on right now. And we also have Biconomy doing 30 days, 90% APR on, loading up on XPX on their site. Let's scroll down and push that out as well because there's some big things actually going on. And I want you guys to be able to, I think we got it up on here. This right here, this is also still going on right now. This is Earn XPX up to 90%. APR 30 days. You guys could be loading up on this. They don't even follow that many people, if you guys can see, but they definitely follow XPX. I'm really tapped in with these guys. So this is massive for XPX. They're marketing it on their side, and we're getting a lot of exposure, a lot of new wallets coming in. This is that perfect time to, although yes, the market is dipping, just tell a friend to tell a friend or get another bag yourself. Start another wallet and start to load up. If you're listening right now, you guys are seeing the Kendu just listed on Just Shop Crypto. You're seeing the marketing machine being turned on. Bitcoin just hit 123. Yeah, it's a pullback, but the market's not over. We have not had the altcoin season. We have not had, Bitcoin hit the top of this Bitcoin rainbow chart. And I will keep it honest with you guys because we're going to see a crazy influx in off ramping when Bitcoin hits this top and you see altcoins start to fly. We're going to be smiling even more because we have built out a whole project around when this is going to happen. And it's going to happen, okay? And we have been doing the building right here because we are the innovators, fam. We are the builders. That's what we do in this space. And I'm so bullish on you guys right now, seeing that post, knowing that this is where we're at. you know, as far as XPX, we're the innovators, we're the builders. You know, that moment of that off ramp going crazy is going to happen. You know, there is going to be a Bitcoin top, there is going to be altcoin season, there is going to be people off ramping all these altcoins, and XPX is going to be standing there with proof of work, proof of concept, strong community, strong team, strong utilities. The check boxes are just all going to be filled. So if you guys have not heard of XPX yet, this is the project I launched with an amazing team on Smart DeFi, and I want you guys to come over here, give us a follow. Actually, join our Telegram as well. Don't miss out, because when you get tapped in with this community, you're gonna actually get a bag. I know you will, because this community is actually amazing. While a lot of other Telegrams are all mopey, bummed out, asking why this, why that. You know what we have? We have a community supporting our team, having our back. We just had an epic community hour, while the dev team can continue to pull strings for this community. And this is the synergy that we got right now. And seeing it all come together makes me so freaking bullish, fam. So get you some of that. Like what's his name says. So 4 days away from this collaboration, marketing in real world, you know, flex some XPX merch, flex some Kendu merch. Kendu's definitely going to be getting that bag of XPX really soon as well. So get ready for that. Another nice little floor made via the Just Shop Crypto store. So a lot of cool things. This is the marketing machine definitely turned on. That's in about 5 days. We're going to be over there. Whoo, man, I'm pumped up for that. A lot of people talking about linking up. Man, I'm looking forward to it. During the day, it's crypto event. At night, it's turn up and show everybody that gold card in action. Right? People don't forget. Like we have a utility that we get to show off in the real world. That hits different, fam. That hits it, you know, when you're during the whole crypto event and everybody's being, you know, they got the lanyards and everybody's talking about what they're doing. It hits completely different when you're actually at the place later on at the bar buying everybody rounds with the gold XPX Visa card. It hits different. It's real. Okay. So I'm looking forward to this event and doing some more marketing for us. You guys know we got boots on the ground here in Las Vegas. And I believe that Las Vegas is slowly becoming like a crypto capital for the United States, honestly, with all the events that are going to continue to come here. So the fact that XPX is here in Las Vegas to make sure that we catch all that wind under our wings and we fly away to Valhalla together, that is absolutely amazing. If you guys have not come checked out Just Shop Crypto, come check this out. Very soon, you guys will be seeing the Kendu merch on here as well, which is something I'm super bullish on. We're going to be adding to this. You guys see the Kendu merch I have on right now. You guys see the XPX hat that I have on right now as well. You guys can cop your accessories. Get you guys one of these. Get a hardcover notebook for honestly, and start journaling a little bit. But you guys can come over here and show some support. I want some of you guys to come over here. It's only 13 bucks. Show some support to Zach Humphreys. You know, he has 200K subscribers on YouTube. He's a real one in the space. Go over to the Breakfast Club. Show him some love. But I want you guys, if you guys can, if you're a real one, you guys are rocking with me. I want to see somebody buy some of this merch. You know, after you have your XPX merch, but buy some of this merch and make a post. You know, grab your crypto dose or whatever. I want to see a picture of you. Rocking some of the CBC merch, because that's us bringing all this stuff into reality, right? When we have this Kendu merch on here, I'm going to have people buying up that Kendu merch as well, and we're going to be making posts, because we have to be the catalyst in the space, fam. This is how we become the catalyst. If you want to become the catalyst in the space, then listen to me. There's a method to my madness. Buy yourself, grab your crypto dose shirt, your CBC hats, make a picture of yourself, a sexy picture of your Saphir, right? And I want you guys to, I want you guys to, a matter of fact, I'm going to order these sandals now just for Saphir. I'm going to order the flip flops just for Saphir. I'm going to be sending pictures, but I want you guys to make some posts with this CBC merch. And I got something for you guys, for those who follow through on that, because this is us bringing all of this together, and this is how we create the catalyst. We don't wait around twiddling our thumbs and we're like, oh my God, the markets are pulling back. How are people going to find out about my project that I'm so bullish on? How are people going to understand that I love my Kendu, or I love my XPX? This is how, fam. I'm telling you guys, this is how. On the surface, this looks like a merch store, but really, I'm telling you guys right now, this is much more than that. And we do this together, this thing can really grow to be something really monumental into space. And it's going to be us driving the catalyst after catalyst into space. Look at Saphir laughing. He can't wait now. He can't wait now. So that is Just Shop Crypto. Go over there and make that happen, fam. Let's go over to Kendu right away. I'm super bullish on Kendu. We got this right here. I mean, great looking chart, obviously. The XPX chart, even on deck screener, looks absolutely amazing. This is the 1.5 million over there. But I want to start right here on Kendu because we broke down the chart on XPX already. This is a great entry for the Kendu fam right now. I'm going to let you guys know there are things cooking right now behind the scenes. There is more Kendu stuff happening right now. Now we're tapped in. We know what's up. There's more Kendu happening, okay? Let's see what's this right here. Jerka calls, okay. Nice little bit of marketing right there. They have been going crazy on StockTwits. This is epic. I want XPX to do this as well. And this is something that happens when you steel will always sharpen steel. I promise you guys. Steel sharpens steel. Steel sharpens steel. And that's what happens right now. When you get to see how they're doing on that StockTwits and you see how they're doing on Reddit, you're like, I get it. I totally get it right now. Right? They have Kendu is community. That's one of the best utilities ever. Is that right there? Bro is chilling right now. This is beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Other people panicking. Somebody's out here doing this. Somebody's out here doing this. That's what I'm saying. You gotta protect your peace. Easy little pullback, and you know what? Look at that. That's crazy. I've picked my horse. That's what's up, fam. Give them a follow over here at Kendu Inu for sure. Do not miss out on this one. I think right now this is an easy set it and forget it. You know, any kind of these prices, you're not going to care if it breaks $50 million market cap. You're going to be like, man, I just got in at the bottom of Kendu. And you guys can see this community will not stop, man. Kendu is community. They got energy drinks. They actually have quite a bit. Energy drinks, coffee, beer, merch, um, and some more things to come. Some more things to come, fam. All right. So don't miss out on this. Nadine, what's up? The energy drinks. I'm gonna get me some more for sure. Let's see. So definitely get some more Kendu, man. Definitely get some more Kendu. If you love the energy drink, just get more Kendu. If you like Kendu, get more energy drinks. That's simple. And it's that's what an ecosystem is supposed to be like. So bullish on Kendu, fam. Get you some of that. I guess that's what we're going to be saying today. Get you some of that. It's going to be the phrase of the day. Follow them at Kendu Inu. Don't miss out. Let's go through the deck screener. Let's see what we're going to find today. Very bullish stream. Over 150 people live with me on the weekend as, you know, the markets are scaring everybody, shaking everybody about. But smart money should be finding the plays right now. It's time to find the plays. It's time to get the bag. We got CC Dog pulling up nonstop, 1.8 on this one. You know, as ETH pulls back and the rest of the markets pull back, people are gonna, you know, recycle their bags a little bit, move some things around, and that's what you're gonna have a little bit going on. That's just natural into space, fam. Look for your good entries if you felt like you missed out on some of these pumps when we first mentioned this one. You know, right in this section right here, actually went right back up. Let's see if it can hold into this 1.5 range. This section right here, CC Dog, it'll definitely turn it right back around. Or you guys can leave some dry powder and just buy some more of it up at $1 million market cap as it turns right back around. We already see where this area needs to break. 3.2, $3 million market cap and some change. It breaks that. It's going straight to 5 million. So this is the area where we start building that buy wall, where we start holding the floor really strong together. So when we pop back up here again, we can go a lot higher, go past that $5 million market cap and start to create some more FOMO over this one, which is very doable, very achievable, fam. Let's see what else we got. We got the MEXC stuff definitely happening. There you guys go. MEXC, XT, Bionomy, Ascendex. Man, very nice. Crypto in full ups and downs. But the key is to stay focused and trust the journey. That's what you got to do, honestly. You really got to trust the process. You got to trust the process. You got to 100%. 100%, fam. So, CC Dog, man. That's that CC Dog doing his thing right there. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Looking really good. I mean, we're going to, whatever we pull up right now, everything's going to have a pullback. So don't feel bad, fam. It's not that your dog's not fast. It's not that your cat's not that good or anything like that. It's just that there's a pullback, right? The markets get scared. You start to see some organic pullbacks. You start to see some of those psychological barriers start to get tested, and people's conviction gets tested at the same time. Jerry right now holding that 10 million. Not a bad spot to be holding. Not a bad spot to be holding. If it loses that, it'll come down to 5, but it'll give you another opportunity. This is where you start looking for those plays that ran away from you and you felt like, man, I missed it. You really start looking for some of these entries on these plays to be like, this is where I want to get in before I miss out on this again. Look at how this is all, yeah, there's a pump and there's shakeouts and it gets boring and people get shooken out. That's going to happen again. This scenario of this pullback and it goes up and then it gets boring for a while and people lose their positions. The Jeets on this banana S31, I don't even know if they're sleeping that good right now. Like honestly, like if you sold banana S31 at any point over here and you saw it do this, you're probably not sleeping that good right now. Like we probably need to send somebody to go check on you. Like honestly. And this is where you want to look with a lot of your favorite plays. What's up, William Mack? A lot of your favorite plays as they're pulling back is not to lose conviction. If you're it's just a discount on your favorite plays, right? So even some people looking at banana S31 right now, this is where you're like, hey, I didn't even do none of this part. I missed out on all of this. I wasn't subscribed to Rico Moneybags channel just yet, but now that I see this and I know what it's capable of, this is definitely the floor that I would be looking at on Banana S31. I'm going to keep mentioning this one. This one has a lot of potential, and I think this is one that you will see rally right back up again. Banana S31. Let's go to Bomi the Homie. This one's been doing really good. Man, solid floor, holding that $1 million market cap. This one's on base. This is a great entry on this one. This one would not take that much of a pop to really get going on the base chain and really become that next play that really sends a lot higher. It has not broken $1.7 million market cap, so it hasn't done the $5 and $10 million market cap. When you can find plays that haven't done the $5 or $10 million market cap, if you can be part of that driving force that pops it past 5 million, past 10 million, you're gonna see your bag grow by so much. It's crazy how the bags look when you get in underneath 5 million, you know, on any project, or let alone underneath 1 million, and you see it break 5 million, you see it break 10 million. Oh my. It's just crazy what it starts to look like. It's so fast too, right? But these are the proving grounds that it takes to get past. So Bomi Book of Miggles, right here holding really strong. I would keep an eye on this one. This is a solid play right now, and especially when you see the market pulling back and it can just stay that strong, get you some base. Get you some base and take a look at this one. Book of Miggles, looking really strong right now. They're one of the first ones with the AI art through the roof. And to me, that's 3 narratives in one. You got, you know, Book of Memes, you got Miggles, and you have AI art. Those are all narratives. We got Meme Link right here, doing really good, holding on to that floor right there, really close to that, you know, almost $5 million market cap, you know, consolidating. This one just has to get back over 10, and you guys will see it kind of happen and have kind of that sensation of having fun and popping off all over again. They're really getting close to releasing more utility, so I would definitely keep an eye on it. Pablo Crow, super active. All it would take is back over 10 million. You'll see everybody FOMOing right back in. So looking good right now, holding strong. You know, with ETH pulling back, you're going to see these pull back as well. You know, always active. The community, I mean, a lot of this community pulls up a lot. I'm sure there's some Meme Link community people up in here right now. Kimber with a thirst trap. I'm about to I'm about to start I'm about to start doing my own thirst traps. So it's just gonna be feet picks for Saphir though. That's all it is. That's the only one I'm trying to thirst trap into this space. I'm about to order my XPX flip flops. You guys watch out. Thirst traps are coming. New version of streaming is coming over here. It's just gonna be everybody who's new is like, what is going on right here? I thought I tuned into a crypto channel. Yes, you did. We're on the crypto channel, fam. But we're also watching these plays. Here we go. We're having fun together too. Okay, here goes that Manu right here. Okay. Holding strong. Holding strong. Right now is that time. I'm telling you that if you saw some of these things run away from you and you're like, man, that play, he called it earlier. We found it earlier. Maybe you just saw it on your own. Maybe there's a play out there that I haven't even covered, and you know you've been keeping an eye on it, and it pumped up without you. You kept every promise you've made. Better keep this one as well. Be careful. Oh my God. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Here goes another one, man. Bunk on base, man. Check this one out. Like I said, all the plays that you felt have run away from you or that you didn't get a chance to get a bag and it started to kind of pump up or you didn't get enough of it or you wanted to buy some more, look and see where you can find some of these floors on some of these, pure DeFi plays, right? Whether it's a meme coin, utility play, whatever it might be, where's that section at? That all that stuff is gonna happen. Here you guys go. Same thing I told you guys before. I mean, literally called this thing right from the 5 million back up to right around the 10, and most likely going to trade right back down, especially the market's pulling back. Captain BNB has a strong community, but if you felt like, hey, I want to play this game right here where it keeps going up from 5 million to 10 million, there's some money to be made right there. Even on meme coins, there's some X's sitting on the table. Not all of them have to be, at 300K market cap or something like that. See where Arrow Bud is at. 5.9, 6 million. It was nice seeing Tulsi back, Tulsi Sheepnuts back. Here we guys go. This is the same floor. So those who saw this floor over here and it came down to 4.2 and they're like, damn, it went to 4 million and then it went right back up to, 20 something million. I missed it. Well, start to look over here on this right side of the chart. Look to the left and be like, this is kind of that same area that it was in before it kind of ran up, right? And if they got a solid community, if they got a great vision, they're pointing in the right direction, you got a really good chance of, scraping some money off the table. Jesus Coin right now at 5.5 million. I know they're cooking up as well. This one has this opportunity. I mean, when you look at the liquidity on this, not a lot of, almost no projects sitting at $5 million market cap. Almost no projects sitting at $5 million market cap have 1.4 in liquidity. Almost no project at 10 million right now. Almost no project at 10 million. So I like to follow the money, and the money's right there. You can see that 1.4 million in liquidity is locked. It's headed in the right direction. Keep an eye on Jesus Coin as well, fam. Let's fire through these a little bit fast. See what's going on with the market. The market's shaking everybody around, testing everybody's conviction, testing if you're loyal to the game. All right, let's see. What else do we got right here? I think we covered just about everything, fam. It's just going to be a nice opportunity for you guys to enjoy your weekend. Take advantage of this weekend. Find your favorite plays. Something that possibly felt like it was getting away from you. And you're like, man, I missed out on this one. Why did I miss out on it? I should have got a bag of it. This is something that I want to get now. I don't want to fade it. This is a good time to be finding those plays right now because BTC is going to pump right back up. The rest of the markets are going to start to rally all over again. You're going to see everybody kind of forget about, the pullback overall. And the minute we break back over, that 120, and this time it's going to be breaking past 125, you're going to see the next leg up to Bitcoin is probably going to be the 150 range. But we have to let the thing breathe. It has to do this. And when BTC goes to 150, we'll most likely see BNB over 1K. You'll see XRP well over $3 again. And then we'll be in this moment where all these dip prices, where there's all this fear in the market, was a time that we were supposed to be greedy, right? Accumulation, accumulation, accumulation. Now, I have to say it's not financial advice, but until this happens to me, right here, until this gets fulfilled, the market's not over, fam. No matter what correction you're seeing, no matter what professional or suit and tie person is telling you or what they're saying on the news, this has always been fulfilled, and this is going to be fulfilled again. When it happens, nobody really knows. It has a mind of its own. And even if we play devil's advocate and it does not get fulfilled, and Bitcoin says, you know what, they suppress us good enough, we're only going to trade to the right from here on out. We're not going to go up whatsoever. And if we go down into the blue, we're not only going to trade right, we're going to play super devil's advocate. We're going to bring out a whole pitchfork on this one. And not only are we just going to trade to the right playing devil's advocate, we're going to raise a pitchfork and go even lower down to the blue. Even if you did that and you went all the way to the right, the cheapest Bitcoin's 180. What is the cheapest XRP going to be? What is the cheapest Solana going to be? What is the cheapest BNB going to be? What is the cheapest XPX going to be? And that's a question that you guys have to ask yourself. I know that you guys and everybody wants that overnight success, but the wealth is generated over a period of time. And if you stay locked in, you're going to have a bag that you'll be able to eat off. And possibly, if you do it really good by accumulating staking rewards with XPX, your family will be able to eat off of it as well, right? So the name of the game is accumulation right now. The markets have pulled back, slight volatility in the market. If you're locked in like we are, nothing to be really worried about. We want this to be fulfilled. We remember when this was barely happening right here. Uh, remember when this was not even close to being orange? You guys remember when you guys were first starting to pull up and this was more gray than anything? And I said, hey, there's going to come a time where all of this is going to be orange. We're almost there. Hawaii's done. We're just missing Nevada. We're missing Idaho. And we're missing Alaska. We're missing Tennessee. Crazy. It's actually kind of wild to see how orange this got right away. And it's slow at first, then all at once, right? It's like slow at first and all at once. And that's what we had happen right here with this. Um, Pretty bullish, fam. Alaska, Idaho, get Nevada on there. The whole world turned orange. Bitcoin flips Amazon again, flips Google, flips Apple, flips Microsoft. We all get to live the lives that we already know because this is that new .com moment. So little pullbacks in the market. Enjoy your weekend. Find your plays. You know, it doesn't have to be today. Maybe it's later on today. Maybe it's tomorrow that you load up some more on your favorite plays. Find a little support and then just, DCA into your favorite plays because this thing is going to turn around. And when it turns around, so does the rest of the market. Enjoy your guys' weekend. Get ready for that blockchain event in about 5 days. I'm looking forward to that. XPX community, definitely go raid all things BSC news right now, or BSC gems, I mean. Go ahead and obliterate that like crazy. Share this, post this everywhere. This is huge. I mean, more and more eyes, more and more people coming to what we're building over here. And this is going to be going on nonstop, okay? Because I already know the markets are going to be turning around. So we're already getting that word out there. If you guys can fire away at these things while we keep grinding, have each other's back, I know for sure we're going to make it to that Valhalla. So like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time.